Hey Flosstube, Ashley here, Boogie Stitcher on YouTube, Schleesem on Instagram, coming to you guys finally with another Flosstube stitching update. It's gonna be a long one, so grab a cup of joe or, something to drink and come hang out with me because I have a lot to talk about. So let's get into it. So there has been a lot of stuff that I've worked on that I can't actually show anybody because they're gifts. It is Christmas in July. Gotta get started on all those Christmas gifts. So yeah, I'm not gonna be able to show any of those things, but I have been working really hard on all of those things. So I will, so I'll be showing you guys those things eventually. When they're completed, but until I can get them completed, there is no way I'm going to be able to show you guys because I have no idea who watches my channel and you just never know. So not going to be able to show you, but I have been super busy. So let's get started on some stitching progress. So lots of progress that I obviously haven't had time to show you guys. So let's just get into it. I also have a ton of new starts, some haul, some new things I just haven't started yet, stitching plans, all the above. So let's just get going. So first things first, this is who I call Book Girl. I will put links to all of my projects I'm going to show down below, just because I'm not going to be able to remember all of the names. I only remember the nicknames that I give them. And then I also need to link everything below for anything new that I purchased. I'll link down below, and any shops that I purchase things from, I'll link down below, just so you guys can just go down there and I don't have to worry about trying to remember the name of any of the shops that I purchase things from. But anyway, so here's my Book Girl. Lots of progress on this. So this is one of my first projects that I started stitching in the diagonal, block by block. And I have since switched. I do like stitching in the diagonal. Oh, I forgot I braided these. Let me unbraid them real quick. Jeez. So I like stitching in the diagonal because you see everything kind of come to life and you don't really have to worry about lines or anything. But I get so confused. I even joined, a diagonal stitching floss or a Facebook group, and I'm not on Facebook except for that and the full coverage fanatics. Facebook group. That's the only reason why I'm on Facebook group. Or, oh my gosh, the only reason why I'm on Facebook. I stick to Instagram and YouTube. But anyway, yeah, I've looked at forums and stuff on there, and I get lost. So I can do the diagonal block by block. That seems to be easy for me, but I always just want to go back to cross country. I don't know what it is about the cross country, but it's just what I like to do. So the only problem about the cross country, and the only reason why I was trying other ways of stitching, is because I like to see the picture come to life as I'm stitching it and not have to have a bunch of ninja stitches. Ninja stitches being, those hidden stitches that you catch like at the end of a project where you're like, wait a second, like there's one in here somewhere. And I do use Pattern Keeper, but you still get those stitches where it's like, okay, Pattern Keeper says I have a stitch, but I don't see where the stitch is supposed to be, especially on something like I'm working on, like a 28 count, where you just really can't see anything. But anyway, sorry, I went off on a tangent. So anyway, I was stitching this one in the diagonal, block by block, going this way, and yeah, I got bored of doing that, so I basically took all of my parked threads and just started stitching down. So I am just taking all of my parked threads and stitching down, and we're gonna see what happens. So this is her. You got the castle coming to life. Some of her hair over here is coming to life. All that fun stuff. Everything's coming to life. Far away. And I know the threads are kind of getting a little bit in the way, so sorry, but this one is going to look pretty good. Far away. So there's that one. And again, I have since switched to just doing everything, stitching downwards. I don't know what I'm going to do in the future with this winter. I don't know. But I like being able to see the picture come to life, you know, you can see the castle and everything, that cross country you just really can't see quite as quickly. So it keeps me motivated to be able to see the picture more so than just like a bunch of random stitches. And you'll see that in some of my other projects I'm going to show in just a minute. But there's that one. And I should probably put these away as I do them. So sorry for the crinkle noise. But put it away. Otherwise I'm going to have a big mess. Okay. Next one is a new start, and this is actually 2 patterns that I'm putting both on the same piece of fabric because I didn't want to purchase 2 different pieces of fabric. So I will link a picture, and I will post a picture right here. And I will also link the pattern down below, but you're not gonna be able to really see anything. These I'm just calling my baby dragons. I got one for my daughter and one for my son. So again, you're not really gonna be able to see much, but we have a horn, people. There's a horn. And this is, I only got this far because I was out of one of the threads, one of the colors. And since then, I have actually purchased the entire DMC collection minus the new, like the 30 new colors off of Amazon. And I'm pretty sure they're, what is it called? CXC? They're not DMC. It's not the DMC brand. It's an off brand, but goes by DMC numbers. And the colors are fairly close, but some of the blues and greens are definitely different hues or different shades. So I don't know. I'm still going to continue using my DMC first, and then if I'm missing a color, then I'll just dig into that stash because no one's going to know the difference between, you know, one shade of green versus another. A slight difference anyway, except people like us, like crafters. But hanging on my wall, no one's going to know what it was supposed to look like. It's just going to see a piece of artwork on my wall, so it's not a big deal. But anyway, so this is the one that I'm doing for my daughter. I started her horn, and that's basically as far as I've gotten. And then the other baby dragon for my son will be on this side. So, of course, this is like a huge piece of fabric, but this is 18 count Ada. So yeah, not very far on that at all. But that's just going to be kind of like a little project, a little side hustle, so to speak. So there's that one. Next one is, let's see, let's do In This Moment. So In This Moment, I didn't have a ton of stitching progress on because one of my other projects finally got here in the mail from AliExpress that I've been waiting forever on. So I didn't get very far with In This Moment, but here she is in all of her glory. It's upside down. There we go. Okay. So I just filled in some of these like tannish colors here. I think I got about like 300 stitches done. So nothing that anyone's going to be able to notice at all, but there she is. And I think in the somewhat near future, I'm going to be doing a whip haul because I've gotten so many new patterns that lasts like 6 months that I think it's about time to do that. So stay tuned. I am going to be filming a whip parade to show everybody like all of my whips and all of my favorite ones versus some that are on the back burner or what have you. So anyway, next one is my D&D girl. This one is huge. Last time you guys saw her, I was working down towards the eye in my Stitch With Me, and she's definitely gotten a lot farther. So I'm so excited to show you guys. Sorry, I also have one thread just sticking out of nowhere, so that's probably going to get in the way, but sorry. D&D girl, here we go. I know, hold your shock. Let's see, there we go, there's a good angle. Look at her! Look at her, everybody. I made it to the eye. Here she is. Here's some of her, like, her wing, her eyeliner wing. I've worked some of the background colors down here. I filled in some of her forehead. I mean, look at her. Sorry for my eyes speaking above, but I have to see, make sure. But look. Oh, I just love her. She's great. Oh, she's definitely one of my favorite whips. Not going to lie. And this is stitched on 18 count Aida, 3/110, or half stitch, whatever you want to call it. Only one part of the leg, half the leg. There she is. And I love her. I'm pretty sure I got about, well, I mean, just the other day I got 1,000 stitches done on her, and then I had 600 stitches done, and then who knows what else I got way back in the day after that stitch with me. So I guess I can't even speculate how much I've gotten done on her because I don't know. Okay. Next is going to be a new start. So, Ink Stitch. I will link her down below. Hi. She has started a Fit to Stitch 2021 tag, and it's basically where we are trying to get healthier, lose a little bit of weight, but still be able to be motivated by stitching to do so. So we actually just started that, and I joined in. So yeah, super excited. So I'm gonna link my new start for that that event here. And I'm going to call her my dragon girl. And I have not gotten very far at all because I just started this like 2 days ago. And the last 2 days have been kind of crazy. So haven't gotten very far at all, but here it is. Ta-da! Black. So basically this whole section is just black, as you can see from the pattern. Yeah, a lot of black. So it's not going to be very exciting for now, but it will be in the future. So in the event, basically, I'll tell you guys a little bit about it, but go to her channel if you really want to know more about it, is that you weigh yourself the same day every week. Actually, my weighing is today. And then, so let me back up. So you put a goal of how many pounds do you want to lose? So I put that I want to lose 20 pounds. That's my goal. And every week on the same day, you weigh yourself. So I weighed myself a little bit earlier, and I had lost 1.4 pounds since last time I had weighed myself, last week sometime. So then you take the 1.4 pounds and multiply that by the days of the year, so 365. So I had like 500 and some change total stitches that I'm now allowed to work on during the week on this project. So then the following week, which actually my weight weigh-in, I guess you would call it, is today. So I'll weigh myself, and then and that will tell me basically how many stitches I'm allowed to stitch on this, or how many I need to get done, which basically means that today I need to stitch like a mad woman on this because it's 522 full stitches. And because I'm doing 10 stitches, I didn't want to cheat. So I need to get, 1,044. Yeah, 1,044 stitches done. And I have only gotten that much done. It's been a crazy week. But today and this weekend are normally my stitching days. So I could totally bust out 1,000, not a big deal. But anyway, so I'll be working on this. But so every week on the same day you weigh yourself, and if you lost weight, you get to stitch on your project. If you gained weight, then you don't get to stitch. I'm pretty sure those are the rules. But anyway, I'll link her down below so that way you can go for sure. And I'll link her Instagram as well, so you guys can go to their Instagram and check out the real rules just in case I missed something. But that's the main gist. So I definitely am going to do that. Again, the tag on Instagram is Fit to Stitch 2021. So anyway, ta-da! Super excited to get started on that. So excited because I love D&D Girl so much and how it's charted and everything. here we go. Next, what do we have going on next? Okay, sorry for the crinkling. Sorry. This is a new pattern that I got from AliExpress. This is also, they give you fairly blurry pictures, so yeah, sorry. But again, I will put the picture, I'll put the picture right here. So this one, I got actually two different ones that are kind of the same, but here she is in all of her glory. Again, I'll post the picture so you can see what she really looks like. Let me take her out of the hoop. Real quick. Another stamped kit. I'm really liking the stamps lately because, yeah, sometimes you just don't have the mental capacity to do counted cross stitch, but still want to stitch. So here she is. And look at that face, ladies and gentlemen. So ever since the Under the Sea Girl stamped kit that I got and I wasn't happy with her face, the first thing I do when I get a stamped kit, it goes straight to a face if there's like a person in there. So that's what I did. I did her face first. And she's beautiful. This is her face. And isn't she just lovely? Let me tell you, she's gorgeous. So I've been trying to do the face first, and then I'm going to work out from her there. So I'm going to do her face, and then I'm going to work up here and do the flowers that are up here. Because I recently found out that I really love, oh my gosh, petunias. Not petunias. Peonies. My goodness. I really love peonies. So one of my new favorite flowers. Anyway, so there's her. And then another new start. Finally got this one in as well. I was waiting on this, and some of you guys might be kind of excited about this. So I have that silk lion that I have, or that I got from AliExpress. And from the same shop, I got another lion to go with it. So I figured I'd put one in each bathroom. So here it is. It's going to be kind of hard to see. It's a little bit blurry, but we got the lion peeking out, and then we got a little betta fish. There's the tail and the fish over here. We got a parrot, butterfly, and oh, so pretty. And just in case, I'm going to post a picture of it right here. So I barely got started on this one at all because I've been busy with other things, but I did get some progress, and every stitch counts, right? So here's the full thing. And I did a little bit of this corner right here, and then a couple of these like orangish red stitches right here, which is actually part of his eye because his eye's orange. So anyway, there we go. Not much. Again, not much. And again, I've really been liking working on the stamp kits. I love counted cross stitch, and I love full coverage counted cross stitch, but it's really nice to be able to do printed or stamped and counted at the same time. So I normally have one of each going for the most part. So there's that one. Okay. Oh, another counted one. So this one is a present. I think you guys have seen this one already. It's the fairy that I'm doing for my mom. So she already knows that she's getting it. So when I first showed everybody, I don't think I had started this at all. So lots of progress on this one. So to start, I did her face because that's the new rule, is to make sure that you do the face first to make sure the face looks good. So here is the face. And she is so pretty. And I call her my tree fairy. And then I moved to the wing. So I did the top corner, and then I started doing the wing. And again, here's the whole thing. She will be beautiful when she's done. I'm kind of jealous I'm giving this to my mom. Don't worry, Mom. I will still keep giving it to you. So there's that one. And last but not least on whips is I got this one as well. I'm not going to take this one out of the, well, I guess I will because I'll have to show you guys my frame that I made. So 1 second. So another AliExpress project. This is my cottage that I got. I'll insert a picture of it right here. And here is the start of the bush. So I have been super busy with this one. I just got this 2 weeks ago. So this is a really good start for only 2 weeks. So doing the bushes, moving up to the path and the grass, and then from there I will move over to the cottage. And as you guys can see, this is my new frame that I made out of PVC pipe. And I made this using a couple of tutorials. Gosh, I don't remember the two girls. Pam's Corner? I'll link her in the video in text. So she will be right here. And the other girl that I followed her tutorial, she will also be right here. So sorry, I can't remember you guys' names. I'm terrible with names. I'm so sorry. But either way, I basically took both of their ideas and combined them and made my own thing. So at first I made this lap stand. It is a lap stand. See? So I normally just go like this and I stitch two-handed like this. Ta-da! All is great. At first I made it into a hoop stand. To like hold my hoop right here, but it wasn't working out. So I turned it into a Q-snap frame stand, but I didn't glue any of these pieces down. And the reason why is because I am able to tilt this. Anyway, so you could tilt this up and down. So I can, you know, if I'm not feeling this angle, I could tilt it up a little bit, I could tilt it down, or I could flip it to get to the back of my work, weave in my ends. This is my back, by the way, in case anyone wanted to know. Yeah, and be done. So I could two-hand stitch all day long because I love to two-hand stitch. It's so much faster and it doesn't hurt my hands quite as bad or my arms. And I can sit crisscross applesauce on the couch. So yeah, anyway. So I normally have a stamped kit in this guy. Here's my frame. And I have a counted cross stitch on the hoop, the 7-inch hoop. And that is it for whips, everybody. So a couple other new projects that I got but haven't started. Well, only one project that I got but I haven't started yet, I guess, is another one of the Watercolor Girls. I will post a picture right here. And here is a blurry picture of her as well. But she will also be super pretty. And also peonies, because it's like my new fetish. And here's her colors. If I can get it to not show the light. Sorry, there's the light. There's those. And then I also, oh no, I do have one more whip. So some of you may know I tend to start things 3 times over, and it seems like after the 3rd time something finally sticks. So I started a stitching shelf. I started it on 28 count, 2 over 1/10 stitch, and I did not like it. I got fairly far. I think I got about 2,000 stitches in. That seems to be like my limit of when I want or do not want to work on something. I didn't like it. I didn't like the 28 count. I'm having a hard time working on 28 count lately. But for something so big and me already having a hard time stitching on 28 count, I didn't want to start a really big lifetime project on something that large. So, or such a large count, small fabric. So I restarted it over. I started on 22 count, got 500 stitches in. I was like, well, that's not working out. So then I decided to order some fabric from AliExpress, some 18 count Aida. And here's where I got to. Oh, I'll post another picture of a stitching shelf here. Just in case, you know, you guys need it. But here's where I got to. So not very far. I did decide to start in the top left corner. Again, last time I started in the top right corner, but not very far at all, considering this is the size of this project. It's huge, huge, huge. So, okay, that's my last whip. And then with this piece of fabric, I ordered another very large piece of fabric. It's going to be way too large for the project I intended it for, but I didn't really have a choice because I am going to restart the Lord of the Rings map from Tilton Crafts. Which is also another lifetime project. You know, how many lifetime projects can you have? Luckily, I have 2. So this fabric, it's the same fabric. I just haven't washed this one or serged it yet, but it's very stiff. So I'll need to wash it a couple times, but this is 18 count Aida and it's huge. This is folded like a million times. But I'm going to restart that over because I'm really liking the 18 count Aida. And again, if my eyes are already having a hard time with the 28 count and I'm not liking the 22 count, then I was like, why not just go for easy Aida? I'll just use the 3/1 tent stitch or half stitch on 18 count. And I've been loving that lately. That's what I'm stitching D&D Girl on and my Dragon Girl and pretty much anything else that I have for 18 count. Yeah, so that's it. I'm going to restart Lord of the Rings. I think I was 3,500 stitches in on Lord of the Rings. So I'm going to restart that. So that's kind of a big ouch. But honestly, I just like to stitch. So whether or not I finish anything, I don't really care. Because I just like to stitch. And I like the pictures. And I like just staying busy, you know, if I'm just sitting on the couch with the family watching TV or something. I just like to do it. I like to start new things and I like to get things ready to start and I just like all the projects and the beautiful paintings basically and patterns. Whether or not I finish anything, I don't really care. I'll finish something eventually. Maybe 5 or 10 years down the road. Not a big deal. But other than that, that's it. So sorry again for the very long video and a couple interruptions. I had to go take care of the kiddos, but I hope you all have a great day. Happy stitching, and I will talk to you guys next time. Look forward to that mid-year whip parade, and hopefully a stitch with me soon. So take care. Bye, everybody.